Holyoke Catering Company and Banquet Hall is back open after a December fire.
Western Mass News caught up with the owner, who's thanking first responders, his employees, and customers for helping the business get back on track. 3 days after Christmas, Holyoke firefighters rushed to Summit View Banquet and Meeting House, which had been hosting a small function moments earlier.
All of a sudden, the lights started flickering. You could hear some explosions downstairs.
Owner Mike Hamill tells Western Mass News an employee discovered the electrical panel in the basement was on fire.
He was smart enough to grab a fire extinguisher, go down there and distinguish the fire to his best ability.
Firefighters took it from there, and after the flames were doused, the banquet hall would remain closed for 8 days, forcing Hamill to cancel several New Year events at the banquet hall.
They are very understanding. Actually, there's more sympathy than anger, so I appreciate that.
It was an isolated fire, but there was smoke damage throughout the building. Hamill credits his employees for a thorough cleaning job.
From cleaning the walls to windows to plates to mayonnaise bottles and ketchup jars, right? Everything was touched.
Now he's back open and preparing for a full weekend of events and catering at Summit View.
So I hope everybody comes on down and start enjoying our facility again.
And the outdoor pavilion at Summit View reopens for events in May.